Falling in love could feel like living in a fairy tale, but not all fairy tales last. And if you're newly single, moving on can feel like trying to escape quicksand. But there is a way out if you're willing to let go of the lies. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Erin LeBeau.
And I'm Tamsin Fidel. Well, breakups are one of the most traumatic things that people can experience, emotionally draining, and they can leave you feeling like things will never get better.
Yeah, the new book, though, Letting Go of Your Ex, could be a useful tool to help you move on with purpose. So joining us now to talk about it is the author, Dr. Courtney Warren. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, so Dr. Warren, we're going to jump right in. Why is it so hard for some people mentally to let go of an ex?
When we fall in love, it's essentially like we become addicted to our mate. You create a fantasy version of them in your own mind. They're the best. They're the most amazing person you've ever met because when you're with them, you feel euphoric. You feel this like wonderful emotional and physiological experience take over you. And so when that happens and then you break up, it can leave you really mired in some really painful symptoms where you crave them. You want answers to why you broke up. And oftentimes it's associated with a lot of lies that you've created in your own mind about who your ex actually is.
Or ones they've given you, I would say.
That too.
All right, so let's talk about this. How do you get rid of all the constant reminders, like what's on social media, like the gifts they've given you, something you bought? What'd you say?
Sell them.
Right.
Sell them. Yes. Taking space from your ex is so important as a starting point to moving on. Getting rid of the stuff in your house that reminds you of them. Their toothbrush, old letters, old pictures. If you can't give it back to them or don't want to throw it away, just pack it up somewhere and put it where you don't see it regularly. You mentioned social media too, and oftentimes it helps a lot if you take a break from them on social media. It might mean unfriending them or defriending them for a while, not following them, because one of the things we want to do after a breakup is get answers and get information. So you might find yourself checking your phone or looking at their dating app where you met them or looking for what they're doing and pictures they're posting.
Sure.
And that's not going to help you move on. It actually is going to make you feel worse most of the time.
You know, and Facebook doesn't help when it brings up memories of the
Yeah,
past, like an
true.
old picture
That's
pops
true.
up. So you might have to delete a lot of those pictures. Okay, so you're here to help us move on and be happy again. So first thing you have to do is be honest with yourself. So how do you bring awareness to that situation?
The first thing I recommend is to notice when you're having a strong symptom. So if you notice yourself obsessively thinking about them or wanting to reach out or constantly checking your phone, you have to try to pause and really get a handle of what the unhelpful and untrue thinking patterns you're having in your own mind are. So first pause, then notice, what is it that I'm thinking about them? Is it accurate and is it helpful? And if it isn't accurate or helpful, we really have to challenge your thoughts. So critically evaluate whether your thought is honest or not. What is the evidence that you have for it?
Well,
for example, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I wanted to get through some of these points because we don't want to run out of time. You talk about reframing your thoughts. How does that hold us back from moving on?
If you think you're never going to get over your ex or your ex is the best, you're going to feel emotionally sad and angry, and you're probably going to act in ways that hurt you. So if you can challenge that and reframe it to say something like, my ex is just a person. They were really meaningful for me at some point in my life, but I'm actually okay by myself. I actually have the same value now as I did when I was with them. And so I'm going to actively choose to think things that help me and don't hurt me, that are more accurate and less extreme. Because in the long run, doing that every day will help you let go and remove yourself, distance yourself from the pain of the breakup.
All right, sounds like all great tips. We got to have you back.
Definitely. Dr. Warren, thank you so much for being with us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
All right, for more information on how to buy Dr. Warren's book, you can visit her website or follow her on social media at Dr. Courtney Warren.